So in the previous video, I showed you how to do slip knots. Today I'll show you how to make a chain. So again, very quickly, slip knot, you hold the end of your yarn, you cross it over your fingers as such, you go under the first strand, over the other one, and you pull it, and then you have the slip knot. From there, you insert your hook into the loop and you pull on the long strand, not the small one. From there, you hold your yarn whichever way is more comfortable to you with enough tension. So you hold it and then you go under, over, and you pull, and you have your first chain. So I'll show it slower. You go under the yarn that you're working. You can see then the hook goes like this. Then you grab that yarn and you pull it through the loop. So one more time, under, over, and then you go through that loop. And now you already have 1, 2, 3 chains on your project. So under, over, and you pull. Couple of things. If the tension is basically the strength at which you're pulling this project with that hand, I'm holding it in a funny way, only because I don't have any fillings in those two fingers, so for me it's harder to feel, so I have to kind of grab it in a funny way. But you just have to make sure that it's kind of gliding, but also that you're holding it to what works for you. And you're working with this hand if you're right-handed. This hand is really just to hold the tension on the yarn that's coming from here. So once again, slowly, I have my hook here. I go under the yarn, grab it with my hook, and then slide it and pull it through the little loop there. If you have too much tension here, it'll be much harder. So let me show you. I'm pulling now. You can see with those fingers, you kind of create a lot more tension. If I go under, over, it will be very hard for me to go through this loop here, that's the active one, because it's too much tension. So I have to kind of release a bit so that I'm still holding on, but not too hard. The opposite effect is if I'm holding it, but very loosely, then this one that you can see here, the one on my hook, is then very, very loose. So if I'm doing it, it'll look like that. And you can see with the rest that those are quite similar and same tension. This one that's now active on my hook looks very loose. If I do it again, if I do them all like this, and then a tight one, and then a loose one, you will see that the chain then doesn't look as nice. You have very nice, similar tension one here, then very loose one that don't really have the same shape, then again. So your goal really when you're doing this is to have the same tension. And as you can see, I was able to just pull, remove the hook. And if you pull on the long yarn that you're working with, it will remove the stitches as you're going along in your chain. So very slowly again, you have your hook in the loop. You want to do another chain, you go under, over, and you pull through the loop to make a chain. Under, over, you grip with your hook, and you go through. So you can practice a few more. Let's say another 10 or 15. Like this. And basically the only exercise really for you when you're starting is just to be comfortable doing the gesture. You don't have to be fast, you don't have to be anything, but it's just for you to do a chain and feel that you're comfortable and feel that the tension is almost similar all the way through, that you don't have any wonky ones or very loose ones or very tight ones. And that's it really, that's how you make a chain. Then what's interesting to know is how to count. So sometimes they'll tell you start the project by doing a chain of 20. So if I look at it as such, or actually easier in my hand, if I look at it like this, to count, you'll have to count one of those V's, the V shapes you can see, 1, 2, 3. This is one chain, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're looking for that, those two strands, forming a V shape, and that's, each of them is one chain. So you can count this way. And that's it. That's how to make chains.